Day 3.
Hello, welcome to So Young's Cooking Corner. Today I have prepared to make So Young's famous chicken dumpling, and I will quickly just introduce ingredients and let's get started. Okay, first ingredients, I think it is very important. Is of course chicken. It's about 2 pounds of chicken, and I have a cut up mushroom, about 2 cups, chopped carrot, about 2 cups, and I wanted to have a color, so I have a little bit less than 1 cup of sweet pepper, that is orange and yellow and then red. And I just tried the first time. I bought a bean sprout, and bean sprout does not last too long, so I did put it in the freezer, and I took it out and then squeezed the water out and then chopped it up, and this is still fine. Here's 2 cups of cabbage, and here's zucchini, and of course we have important binder, which is organic Korean hard tofu. And you might say, well, it's still in the water. We talked about water keeps this tofu fresh, and also water helps this tofu stay in its form. And then I will be taking the water out. Here is a Korean dumpling skin. Why is this different than Chinese dumpling skin? It's a little sticky, so crispier. Okay, we have here ginger for the sauce, and I'll be grinding ginger to put it in the mixture. And you might say, why do you have a lemon, soya? I make a sauce with the lemon and the ginger. Here's I just did not have a fresh garlic, so here is a minced garlic, and toasted sesame seed, and sugar, and salt, black pepper, soy sauce, and Korean 100% pure supreme super premium sesame oil, and oil to pan fry, and I put some leftover wine. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I forgot to chop some onion, so here is onion. And then some people ask what kind of onion, and I say these days onion that you can buy in sale, and it does not matter what kind of onion. Okay, so my onion is almost ready. As I mentioned that I am known as an authentic chef, I use only 1 knife, and I do not use chopper. Something is different when we use by chopping everything by hand. Okay, so I will now put onion, about cup and a half, hand and a half. Okay, I put the carrots, cabbage, zucchini. You can already see that we eat food by seeing the colors. You can see, okay? Pepper, and mushroom, so far we have this ingredient, and I will put the bean sprout, It is okay, even though it's a little bit watery because it was frozen. And I will now put tofu by taking out in my hand like this and drying it by patting, taking excess water out by using the 2 paper towels. Okay, and now I leave it over here and I put chicken. So I will mix it all of them together. This will make about, I said 200 dumplings, and I will also show how I make the dumplings, and I use styrofoams. I recycle styrofoams and freeze them so you can able to have a different time over and over. And garlic. Quite a lot, so I'll be using 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and 3 tablespoons. I will grind organic ginger, and I do not take a skin out. Okay, that's about 2 tablespoons. We put the tofu at last, and look at how it comes out. Mix it all up. Okay. That's what it so far look like. So we mixed it. Now I use all the different condiments that go in, and salt. Number 1. Teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons, black pepper, 1 teaspoon, because this is quite a lot of mix. Okay. Now here's the sugar. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Soy sauce. That is 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, sesame oil, 1, 2, 3, and last I put wine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the sesame seeds. I say we can put 1 2, 3 teaspoons. And we will now mix. After this, you let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes before you start to fill it in. We'll continue a little later. Thank you. Okay, now we have open up the dumpling skin, and then I've been filling it up. So you go to the corner and fill about a teaspoonful of the ingredients we mixed it and put in the dumpling skin. And I recycle the tray. Whenever I buy meat or vegetables and it comes with this tray, I recycle it. And this way, when you fill it up, you can also freeze in the refrigerator. And then once it's frozen, you can collect them in plastic Ziploc bag and continue to doing that. So right now I'm gonna have about, I'm gonna fill it and show you one more time, and I'm gonna do one more. You wet the edges, and then you go scoop it up. And a few of your friends can get together and do this as a communal activities. Okay, so here I have dumplings filled it up, and I'm gonna go to frying pan. And you want to make sure that you start off with a high flame. Then when it is hot, then you start to put the oil. As I said, I don't use too much oil. I do pan fry. So you turn the oil like this, and I put all the way. When it is hot, you start to place it in dumplings there. I'm going to maximize the space. So you can see that I have a different size of styrofoams and plastic containers. And then what I do is I wrap it up. At the beginning you put it in the freezer, and about 30 minutes you don't have to wrap it up. When it gets very frozen, then you start to turn to the other side and start to collect it in a plastic bag. You can also use, this was the mushroom container. You can collect it in here and then put it in the plastic bag, and then you can have a different time. You can take it out and then make it. One more time that I wanted to just show you, when you take out the dumpling skins for a long time, with the heat, it stretches. It's okay. And now I'm gonna show you how I make it into dumpling. not fried dumpling, for the dumpling soup. You make it a little bit, you fill it up with a little bit less amount ingredient, and you fold it, and you just wet it a little bit at the edges, and you make it like this. Okay. Take it out a little bit because it's already browning. Now I'm going to lower a little bit of. Okay. Takes a longer time because I'm not using too much oil, and you just have to watch it and lower the flame and let it cook. That's called pan fry. Okay. We'll make a sauce right now. So I have here ginger, slice it up. Was a little bit dried up, and then I wash it, and it comes right over. And slice it up a little bit thinner. And then lower it even further. Okay, I put the soy sauce. Squeeze in lemon. And it's okay if lemon seed went in there because you're just dipping it, no? And then I dilute with a little bit of water. So dipping sauce is ready. And let's check it one more time, and I can turn it. Okay. By the way, just vegetable dumplings or chicken dumplings take less time to cook comparison to pork and beef dumplings. So this is pretty much done. As you can see, I'm not using too much oil. So once it comes out, you don't need the paper towel to make it oil to soak it up. It's already done. And you serve it with the sauce. And in Korean we call it 맛있게 드세요. In French, bon appetit. And in Spanish, buen provecho. Okay, thank you.
Day 4.
Hello, welcome to So-Young's Cooking Corner. Today I will demonstrate Korean vermicelli chewy texture noodle. Is called 당면, and then we make with the 당면 and other ingredients. Japche, most well-known Korean dish. As you see, it says it's gluten-free, and so some of you who may wonder, ooh, I don't want to have too much noodle, you will understand. So now, I want to say that I have done so far a lot of work So ingredients go in there are mushroom, carrot, cabbage, onion. I did cut up yellow squash and yellow and orange and the red sweet pepper and onion and the scallion. So I already cooked them, and then point about japche, you will not find the good japche you order in the restaurant because it's time consuming dish. Each one of these ingredients has to be individually cooked, and which I did, and collected colorfully like this already. And then what I do it is separately I marinate beef, and I did not have steak type of beef, so this time I did marinate ground beef with sugar, salt, black pepper, and little bit of sesame oil and soy sauce, and marinated it first, then I cooked in the frying pan. The strategy is that you cook white or colorless vegetables first in order. So I cooked onion, cabbage, yellow squash, then I cooked mushroom, then I cooked pepper, carrot, then at the end scallion, in that order. Then I cooked the beef in a separate frying pan. Meanwhile, I scrambled eggs and made it into flat Korean egg omelet. In frying pan, very little bit of oil, you swirl it around and then make it flat, and pour scrambled eggs that become very flat. And once you cook it and you just take it out and then let it dry, it becomes like this. Okay, then I will roll it. Like this, and then I will cut it. And this cut Korean style omelette is garnished at the end after japche is finished. So I did the second one. So again, it's a little bit different than American style scrambled eggs. When it's dried up, you can use it as a garnish, and also, of course, it's a protein. So it becomes like this. Save it in here. Now, with vermicelli noodle that I showed, that I boiled hot water in this pot and put vermicelli noodle, which is very hard. Then you slowly put it in there and cook for 5 to 8 minutes. After that, you let it sit there for about 2 minutes, then rinse it, and becomes like this. Strain it, and of course Koreans and like Chinese also believe that we should not cut the noodle because noodle represent longevity. But of course in this case, we have to cut a little more. So I will take it. Cut it. Still isn't long. So one more portion over here. When you rinse the noodle, you take the starch out, and also when you rinse it in the cold water, even though time passes by, they are not overcooked because you immediately rinse it in the cold water. I'll cut it on this. Okay, here's noodle prepared. So now I'm going to demonstrate how you cook noodles. That's why I said the japche takes a long time, and usually you will not able to get it in the restaurant with all these ingredients. They were trying to limit to fewer ingredients. The oil. When it gets hot, we throw the noodle in there and we stir fry so it get oily. Let it cook for a while before you stir. While we are waiting for noodle to cook and turn, I want to explain what goes into japche. First of all, each time I was cooking these ingredients, I put a little bit of salt on top. So each individual vegetables are seasoned a little bit. I put Himalayan salt, which is, as you know, is pinkish. Sugar, soy sauce, black pepper, sesame seed, and sesame oil. Sesame seeds and sesame oil and the scallion goes at the end. Okay, I'm going to turn now. It's now covered with oil. It also separates from sticking with each other. In Korea, when I was growing up, we did get to taste bulgogi, Korean marinated beef, and japche only was in special occasions. One more with the vegetables I prepared. It can be 2/3 of the 당면 that I showed, which is a little bit over a pound. So I say two-thirds of the pound I'm making. Good thing about japche is you can make it ahead of time, because japche is usually considered okay to serve room temperature. It is not necessary has to be served very hot. That's why japche is not served often, because it's very time consuming. Not like a Chinese noodle, which when you order lo mein, they cook other ingredients and put the noodle, and then it's all in a wok, done at the same time. Okay, it is done. I turn off the flame, and this was the ingredients that I showed you already. And so now is the time to mix. So first I will separate some of the ingredients and then add it later more. So I'll take out some to mix it well. I'll take out some carrot, cabbage, yellow radish, and onion, and the sweet pepper, and mushroom, and some scallion. And I will mix now all these vegetables together. In there, I will mix beef, so you can tell why this dish is very healthy. It has all different ingredients. And then now we put this noodle. I can do 2 times. Okay. This time I'll take a fork and mix. First we will try to mix with the noodle and ingredient. Okay, time to start to put condiments. First I will put sugar. I say tablespoon, 1.5 tablespoon, and 1 teaspoon black pepper, soy sauce, 2 tablespoons, salt, I say 1 teaspoon, and we mix it. At the end, we put sesame oil. I say 2 tablespoons. I don't like to put too much soy sauce because the soy sauce can cover the color of the dish, and then I'm gonna show you. Serve it. Look at that. All different ingredients cooked separately but come together. Usually japche is served in large dish and people share. And also in the Korean Chinese restaurant, they serve with the japche with the rice. That's called japche bap. And then here is at the end the Korean omelet. And sesame seed. And scallions. And here is japche. Enjoy.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.